Continue on, look. I mean, there's so much about like all this that's just sad. This is the right place, you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit. Gas fire. Look over there. The Mamulja child. What are they doing here? They've been following us for a while. You noticed too, right? Little resemblance to Zorolja? Blue scales of a Bonwa with the features of a Hobinko. That can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. Chase the child! Yeah, that doesn't look sketchy at all. Chasing kids around the freaking Solution 9. Look, it's a GPU. Must be how they process so many lights in this place. Well, I doubt it went to the bar, so this is through view. Not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. And that's the Arcadia. Yeah, that's definitely the Arcadian. That building, just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess. The kid came back. Like I thought you were chasing me. Wow. He didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. This is a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach only to suddenly reappear. Could be that they want to take us somewhere. Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is. Alright then. Lead the way. Follow the kid. Now we're not chasing him. We're following him. She's a bit of a child. We're going to move towards the destination. Stick with him. Follow the kid. Hey, get back here. It's a good thing our legs are the same height. He's taking us to the bar. Well, the fortune teller's next to the bar, but... Oh, no. No, he is taking us to a bar. I'm sorry, kid. You're a little too young to be drinking at the bar. Is this where you wanted to bring us? What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. It's a bar, you get alcohol here. Hey, what's your name? So you're still not inclined to talk. He only talks when he's completely comfortable with you. Oh, that's melancholy. You know him? After a fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kai Tree. We ran into the child on the way. He led us here. Oh, so you're with Cha Tui. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tasso there. He'll show you to a fun place. Yeah, because I can take him on anyway. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. This is taking a turn for the strange. But you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? No. Damned if it doesn't have suspicions written all over it. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Cha Chui there? I suppose there's only one way to find out. This area is normally off limits, but Cha Chui's told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Chaos Fighter. What happens? You won't catch me being surprised. We went and we met a robot who being operated by Aaron Bell's mother, and then we got access to Solution 9, and we've been walking around there since. Oh, look, everybody's here.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
We learned about the past from Safine, and I bought a motorcycle. And it's only been 3 hours.
I bid you welcome to the back room, Oblivion's humble headquarters.
You're not even hearing
A
that.
hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Let's think about that. Yeah, because that's what you guys did with the Scions.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
That does not sound like fun.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
That had to suck. She recognized Kryle's earring, so she knows something about it.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation.
What's preservation?
Organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
So they are from another shard.
My summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point. But they
Kryle's
opposed
parents.
the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
Kryle's parents. That's who it was.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
Wait. It's,
Oh, you didn't know?
Nope.
Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
And tells the story of how she came to be in Eorzea.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring.
Wonder what the information on there
Do
is.
you know aught of them?
Listen, Kryle. The husband and wife who founded our order, it's believed that they were Malala.
Yep.
Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion.
I wonder what that is on the earring.
Know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Wow. Pretty good with it.
Sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Why not check and see the data on the earring, though?
As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
And analyze the data on your earring.
The data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I was gonna say.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
What are the two of you gonna get into?
I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
Aaronville.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
Hey. Reminds me of Geralt. I wonder if he's from the Alexandria side, and he'll be tied into our relics. Sorry you had to see me passion spill over. Happened when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know. And not to be weird or nothing, but I feel a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we met in another life. About 3 times. Well, 2 other lives now. You make number 3, dude. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single week, and I'm right to collapse. Can't afford it though. Folks relying on me, see? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. Really? That voucher's good for 2 cans, one for yourself, by ways of welcome. Can't get that stuff from any old vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Elomon. Is he a Digimon? You'll find him tending a bar out in the main strip. Off you go now. I need you to go find me a Digimon and talk to him. I mean, wouldn't be out of place here in Solution 9, so... Let's see. Like, I'm very surprised that these spaces aren't being, like, used by RPers and stuff. Oh, there's someone out here. Are they sitting there enjoying... Yep, there's someone out here. So I says to him... Ha! Ha! Unbelievable! What the... I think the dude is crafting, pretending to work here. That's what it kind of looks like, but... Welcome. What are you having? And a voucher for energy tonics. Energy tonics you can't get from vending machines? How dare you suggest I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Got a voucher. Slip it to me then. Nice and subtle. Ah, so you're collecting for Janalt. Can for him and a can for you, eh? Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul with the authorities. But if Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it would be bad for business. Now, seeing it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there's side effects. Drain the tonic in a single pull. Now that's how you do it. Your pulse ought to quicken soon, in which you'll start seeing everything more clearly. Then finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. If I grow a pair of rainbow wings, I'm gonna like worry. Well, you haven't up and carked it, so hurry along and give Janelle his tonic. Tends to leave it to the last moment. I expect he's about to keel over. Nope. I'm glowing like a lightning rainbow. Oh, it's gone. I'm gonna say I'm more prideful than a gay pride parade, but that was a lot of rainbow. Man, if you could get energy drinks to do that in real life, you can make a fortune. Yes, I'm headed to the back room. Where's Janelle? You got the tonic? Give it here, quick. Hey, he's glowing rainbows too. See, you could honestly make a fortune if you could get that to happen to people. Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right out. What a great big kaboom. Big kaboom. Yeah, that's what you call it. Awakens something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast that won't stop till it's done. And it was born to do. Any road, sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know. And a pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons ain't tools ain't going to enhance themselves. See, this dude is going to have something to do with our relics for DawnTrail. And if we have to keep supplying him energy drinks, that's going to be interesting.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be?
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So
Oh,
he's
who's the mother?
But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
Who's the mother?
Gulja. It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
Oh.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew, assuming I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
Galulja.
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
This is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamaji. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Right. Good job, Lemony. I mean, she didn't know, so can't like totally blame her for this. If Galulja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Kala and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. Let's see. I might be able to check. Let's see. 675 chest and legs. Let's see. Head, body. Okay, this is my maiming gear. Item comparison. Strength. Well, armor maiming is below it. Wow, vitality is way below it. Oh, it's got skill speed in it. I don't want it. That one's got tenacity. I don't want that either. Gathering. Only match there. Crit and debt. That might be useful there. Let's see. Yeah, that would be these two. I don't know if it'd be good there at all. Junk. Let's see. Trousers of scouting. This might be useful in those. Not on healer, though. In casting healing. There we go. Bending, crit debt. That might be useful on the tank. Debt direct hit. Here are two. Ooh, it's a strength hit. Tally hit. Direct hit. This has crit and that has debt. So it ain't useful there. May end up holding them for these guys. For the striking class. There's scouting. Might be good on scouting as well. They're just not good for where I'm at right now. Gotta make a quick run. Better run fast then. Like Sonic says, gotta go fast. First, I'm gonna go over to the arcade and drop these in a container. Has an interesting sound to it. Should I put the other ones? Or did I put them here? They're right here. I don't know what that one. She's had to be holding on to that for something. Well, while we're outside, where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Ghouljaw. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. You handle the outskirts, LSA. Meantime, Chaos Fire and I head beyond that big wall. And now, we can use our motorcycle. I can look cool. Okay, maybe I don't look cool. I look like I went to the toy store and bought it. Ah! I can't fly yet here, so I can't like get it to turn even to the hovercraft mode. Yeah, but this was the random bridge I found. I was gonna be so mad if I had to like go through story just to get to this side of the bridge. Ghouljaw does not appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. You spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. It is on my favorites list, so eventually, you know, it'll come up at some point, usually. Looks like something broke. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Let's ask about Ghouljaw. Ghouljaw isn't here. You know the boy. Have you seen him? She looks like she wants to kick our butt. Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Ghouljaw. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voice. Who are you to Ghouljaw? And why do you search for him? I'm family. Oh, we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I only just met Ghouljaw, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother, and that means you're... Yes, I'm Wuklamat, vow of resolve for Tulial. I've journeyed here to bring my brother Ghouljaw to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Ghouljaw may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Ghouljaw was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Saphine respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will. Don't worry. But, what did you mean when you said Saphine respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us necessary supplies to make her home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. Hey, that sounds like Saphine, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Goldjaw. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. There he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he was inside. Aquas. I only saw him for a moment, but he disappeared behind a building. I'm pretty sure Goldjaw was heading further south. Contact Alize on Link Pro and let her know to join us. Whee! I remember when he's in Endwalker and they'd first make the change about fall damage, and I was watching a streamer and he's like, yeah, you know, I can just jump off and take fall damage, no problem, just go to 1 HP. The problem is if you jump off of buildings and you go down to 1 HP, if you're in combat, you go to 0 HP, not 1 HP. So he jumped down, ended up in combat, and died. He's like, well, that's not what you do. This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head to into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Goldjaw, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. We don't want to startle him and cause an accident. Oh no, this is gonna be a follow quest. Means I have to stay hidden and not let them see me. Bother. Hopefully it goes better than the old man one did. Like, there's like... Oh dear. There's like so little places to hide on this one. Like in the past you usually like had like lots of places to hide. There's like nowhere to hide. You forget where your house was? I wonder if you've gone up. Hmm. Oh, now he's running. See if I continue to that bridge to see if I could see him. It would have put me as detected. Because the way they had the detection stuff. Phew. He's inside.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
Excuse me. He's not the only one with short legs here.
What's here, I wonder?
Nutkins.
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What? A sentry?
No, it's something different.
Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
I see mechanical soldier.
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Deal with them forthwith.
But I want to get to know her too.
Let's fight. Let's not fight. Let's fight.
If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Wow.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
He's AI.
How remiss of me. I have neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, at your service.
You're captain of the knights?
At least he was. He'd been functioning for nearly 400 years. He seemed different from other machines. What's your story?
And there I thought it was Kululja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take a repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Otis cooks the best food. So, my new friends, I would enlist you aid in procuring ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. The ingredients you have in mind. First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest if you and Gulja go and speak with them. Sure. I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Chaosfire and Alizé, I would be obliged if you could procure some back meat. The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. The beef is less readily available, their flesh makes a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly in the meantime. I shall see to other preparations. Jans Minaj. And someone mixed up a couple names there. Oh, he fell in a hole. Young Woolback. Look, there's a whole bunch of other people that want to come for a repast. What's this? Am I to understand you've already procured the meat? Heck yeah. I'm good at what I do. Good heavens, you have. And such a choice cut it is besides. It is plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Ha 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 ha! Once Alizé brings her portion, we shall have glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with good folk of the Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing you have completed your task so quickly, I have another quest to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electrope, and I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrope rations were issued to each citizen, while small fragments may still be found here and there. If you could obtain 5 pieces, say at least one ought to be what we require. That is, the kind that converts lightning to fire. Littlejog can identify them by their circuitry, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types. It's a very short time, I might add. Now off you go and happy foraging. Go run around to all these other buildings where, you know, everyone has abandoned them and moved out of the city, so we can steal from them, no problem. Oh, there's one. There's another one. Oops. Can we cross the bridge? There it is. There's one across the plaza. Don't get stuck. They gave up. I think there was someone heading the other way. Grabbed the one from this side, and so the one from my side didn't chase them. The one from their side didn't chase them. Didn't chase me. We all ended up happy. Oda says you have electrope for me. Yeah, I got 5 right here. Oh, you found a lot. Let's see. This one creates wind. This one is for water. You can tell that just like that? I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I bet he gets it from his father. Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. It absorbs lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easy. Thank you, Chaos Fire. Thanks to your assistance, we have everything we need for our riposte. You've done your part, and now shall I do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will be served soon. Will soon be served. This is the kind of things families do, Golja. Have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So, you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. He was mostly the head of resolve and I doing the talking though. Kuan and the head of reason occasionally joined in, but Zorolja spoke when he was spoken to. You said you have 2 papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other's is my father's? No, both are our father. He is what people call blessed siblings, a Mamulja with 2 heads. Zorolja is his true-born child, while Koana and I were adopted and didn't share the same blood. And don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family even though you don't share the same blood? Yeah, me. That's a good question. What about you? Yeah, I got all U's. So, everyone I've collected on my journey, I do. I'm something of a lone wolf. See, the right answer would be I do, and they're very dear to me. I'm gonna go with this. I'm something of a lone wolf. You must be strong. I don't think I could be alone for long. Like, I could be alone like that for long. But I've journeyed with lots of friends over the years. So cool, Ja. I'm hoping we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you, the things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you, too. That reminds me, We were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish, be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before the lightning had altered the world, where I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed. Earlier, still then, when I assumed this mechanical form, 454 years ago to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person? Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you. I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. There's no Otises in Final Fantasy IX. So, rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? 'Tis only natural you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and it shall become clear. The foremost day of the Royal Knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, their majesties, the king and queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. Even then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electro. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbor. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Hey, Neri, was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory? Is it under the water? Yet I clung to hope still, for Her Majesty was on her deathbed. The kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electro. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories to be fully extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a gray old man. When my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel. But by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life it wouldn't be Safine, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison what you do not doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess. Not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Wow. So not only did they learn to extract souls, they learned to move them with memories into a machine. Safine is also... Ah, that's weird. Like, I don't know if... She doesn't look like a machine, though. The Endless. So all this time, Safine wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, the Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as the person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? You can't have gone unnoticed that Safine is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, and they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. Are there Endless apart from yourself? People of ever keep Endless too. How many other Endless are there? While there should be as many Endless as those who have died, I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Safine is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. So his had no extraction. Okay. Being inside a machine makes you different. How? While I do not understand the final points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me, much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life. I'm sure you'll agree. An endless, unchanging life. Can't help but be reminded of the E. Yeah, that's what... I mean, the E shed their corporeal form to become the little blob, so... Did Chatria and the others know all... Did Chatria and the others know all about this? About all this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryl and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. I would say that the Queen's a special type of Endless. But the soldiers... The soldiers,
Is that you?
I wonder...
Gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
The people with the regulators had...
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
They removed her memory.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
They removed memory of her.
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
They removed memory of her for some reason.
This cannot be.
But why?
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
Safine had something to do with it.
Meshpia, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
I wonder if he's going to confront her. Okay, there's a purple quest there. There's a purple quest there. Oh boy! We can finish at least that part of flight. And dies. Why? Bone white, honey yellow, cream yellow. Although the mood has become a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless is something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. That's probably why they wouldn't tell us anything about Safine and the dang PLL. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk to cool Jaja. We're going to get along great. I just know it. You think so? Hahaha. I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you to be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least part of the way. About Safine, it doesn't matter to me if she's an Endless, whether she's alive, like you and me, or not. I've seen enough to know she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Sir Oldjaw watching. But at the very least, I'd like to know what the Endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just feel the urge to share my thoughts with you. Well, on the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. First, I have to go get this quest, so I can learn to fly. Well, at least get more learning to fly. These two purples will cover the 4, and then it would just be an MSQ one for... How many duties do I have already? 97. So I only had the 99 and the 2 trials left. Wow. Yuishi's problem is perhaps best solved by an outsider like you. Now here's a face I haven't seen in these parts before. Could I borrow a moment of your time? You see, a member of our group has been making frequent trips to the hills, up the hill to the graveyard. I suspect there's a problem, but he doesn't seem to be willing to talk about it. Not to us, anyway. A stranger willing to lend a friendly ear, however, may convince him to open up. If it's not too much to ask, will you travel out to the name slates and speak to him? The man you're looking for is a Shitona like myself. There's in fact a fate right next to it. Anyone farming it yet? No. Hey, we're down at the Cyclops. I don't see anyone fading. Are there people fate farming though? It's just sitting there. Doesn't seem there to be fate farms going on right now. Interesting. Maybe these zones will even out then. I must admit, this is not the sort of place one expects to make idle conversation with strangers. You're one of those travelers from beyond the barrier everyone's been talking about. That explains why I haven't seen you around. Let me ask you something, outsider. Have you ever visited a grave to pay your respects? Yes. Many times. Honoring the dead is a common aspect of many cultures, I suppose. In that case, perhaps you could help me with something. Take a stroll around the area, and if you happen to spot any particularly grimy gravestones, I ask you to wipe them off. It's a lot of work for one man alone, so your assistance would mean a great deal to me. There's one person. Watching for a few more. Yes, sir. Gonna take him on. Still 0. Oh, looks like there's one person finding the fate so far. Oh, here comes some more bodies. Yay! Doesn't tell us the name of the fake. Or I was trying to see if it had the name there. It's like I got my eye on you or something like that. You got food and ran. You're all mine, huh? I don't know what I can do with that. Those gray stones look much better now, thanks to you, or perhaps I should say name slates. Too bad the names are all written in Alexandrian. Can't make heads or tails of them. You know, about the regulators people wear these days, whenever someone dies, every last memory of their existence is erased. An unfortunate consequence, these gravestones have all been abandoned. But I'm going to fix that. What else am I to do? Sit idly by and let the headstones be lost to time? No, if no one else gives a damn, then it will have to be me. In Tyrol, I was taught to honor the dead, and here I am in the minority. Most seem content to forget and entrust their memories to the cloud. Haha, I know. That's why I can't talk about it with the others. They wouldn't understand, not like you do. Thanks again, stranger. You now understand the wind even better. It sounds like a fart. Kind of know how to get up to that one. I think that one I did like 2 or 3 times the other day. It's like a 2-parter. This area was really pretty. They got some weird elephants here. Must have sucked in too much electricity. After knowing about all the electricity in the area and stuff, and how this area is now. Did I get the motorcycle? Yes, I did. 7.6 million gil as soon as I got there. As soon as I got to Solution 9, that was like the first thing I bought. It just can't fly yet because I don't have... Well, it can't fly in this zone because I don't have flight in this zone. So it's just a mini... It even looks like a toy motorcycle because it's small. Like it's size adjusted. For a Lalafell. But there's so many mounts like that it doesn't bother me anymore. Even my Fenrir is small. The car is the same size, and the hippo carts is the same size. Like, some of them are the same size, but others are small. Like, I can show you the motorcycle once I finish with this. Because I gotta go up to the area with the next ether current along with the story as well. There we go. Oh no, this is a 2-parter. I think that's part 1. But this is... Nope, that's a main one. Mount guide. Yeah. See, this is what the motorcycle looks like. Because I can't fly in the area, I can't get it. So you can see that there's 4 tires. And what it'll do is they'll split. and then when you go to fly with it. Oh, this must have been part 2. I don't remember. But it's got generic mount music. I have it on my roulette, so it'll come up every so often. But like even my Fenrir is small. Like the Fenrir is small, like that too. See, in fact, see there's another Fenrir. See if I can catch him. They're going the wrong way. But as you can see, like, you could definitely see there's a size difference between the two. But like if I do the car regalia, it is the same size. Except I don't get to sit down in the car. I stand on the seat to drive. That's the funniest one of them all. Is because I drive standing on the seat. Excuse me, do you have a moment? If you're headed south, I would ask a favor. My friend went out to study the plant life and hasn't come back. He has a bad habit of getting absorbed in his work and losing track of time. Last I saw him, he was headed southeast of here. If you could check in on him, I would sorely appreciate it. Like even these mounts are small on me. But yeah, they have some mounts that adjust the size and some mounts that stay full size. Like the troll that I ride every so often when it comes up. I love the troll. It's the funniest looking mount. And I think the capybara actually is one that size adjusts as well. Now this is a fascinating succulent. Its development is clearly abnormal. Proof, perhaps, that this species has adapted to its new environment over time. Hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here? For that matter, what am I doing out here? Did I get distracted and wandered out of the safe zone again? The employee is probably worried sick about me. I'll have to thank her for sending you. But first, we need to hurry back to the drift downs before some terrifying creature tries to ruin our day. I don't have to beckon him, do I? We must return to safety at once. But yeah, in fact, one of the streamers I know is like so excited for having a capybara mount. Because he likes capybaras, but... And so, like, someone, like, posted it in... I think it was in his Discord or on Twitter or something like that. It was like, you better not be trolling me. Like, as if they had photoshopped it or something. But nope, it's an actual mount. I wanted it... Like, I saw it come up on one of my videos. That I watch for one of the content creators that I watch from time to time. And so I wanted to know if it was a thing. And yeah, they're like, yep, it's an actual thing. You got to do X World Fates and gather X number of skulls from it. And then you go and trade them in. In fact, like, I went and checked. In fact, it's something I could pick up at this point, with Solution 9 being available to me. So, dude, what are you doing back up there? Did you lose track of me? All I did was walk down the hill. Like, see? The Yopa is going to be mad at you. Eventually I want to do it. There's... I'll show you when we go back to Solution 9. There's an outfit that goes with it too. Welcome back. Glad to see you both in one piece. Forgive me, Yopa. I was so focused on the plans I nearly wandered headfirst into danger. If you hadn't sent this kind stranger my way, there's no telling what might have happened. I better document my findings before I forget. Thanks again, friends. Sorry about him. He grew up in Everkeep, you see. And he's not used to seeing plants in their native habitat. And heritage found is rather unique in that regard. 30 years ago, when the geography changed, vast swaths of native flora died out, while the rest were forced to mutate drastically in order to survive. Worthy of studying, I'm sure. Still, you have to know, it's not safe out here. I wish he wouldn't be so careless. In any case, I'm grateful to you for keeping him safe, and seeing that he didn't think to reward you for it, I suppose I'll have to do it. Sigh. I swear, he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find Gulja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Gulja, too, must be glad. Hehe, I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything, though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise is to meet you in these parts. Safine! You! Safine, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perhaps, Chance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? I didn't do nothing. It's Safine. We're gonna ask her about the Endless. So you know about the Endless. Basically, the Endless are automatons that they put memories of the people into, so they basically become that person. The big robot Otis that we met, he was a full soul, so memory and soul all in one that he was put in, and he was an early experimentation. Safine was their beloved queen, and they wanted to keep her around, so they figured out a way to keep her, you know, eternally, apparently. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years, and made no attempts to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this mystery individual, lest that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Safine, you care for your people. That much is plain, and I assume you care for the Endless too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family, but they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we've managed to do so, but should more people die, I fear we be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all, but if there's something we can do to help, then Would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people to protect. I cannot become Alexandrian. Indeed, I suppose you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it that you want? Same as you, of course, to protect my people. Is there something only Zeralja can do? Well, she's definitely not that freaking Goldjaw's mother. She's an endless. That I cannot say. I do not ask it that you understand or like me, but I wish. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Safine! There's more she's not telling us. She just won't tell us everything. Damn it. Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. Oh, and let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Safine. I don't want to risk causing him pain. Very, like... So, I mean, we found out that Safine is the one that invited, Zeralja to Alexandria, but he went beyond because of his ambitions. No. We don't know who, Goldjaw's mother is. We just know his dad, Zeralja. That's all we're aware of. But Wuklamat is the Dawn servant. But Goldjaw, the little lizard dude there.
You come with us. You might get to see Sphene.
The little lizard dude there was apparently is Zeralja's child.
Much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen.
I mean, you had no way of protecting her from the lightning.
Such an uncomely one besides.
Oh, a lot goes on these.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Goldja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
So Goldja, this little dude here, he's Zeralja's son. But he would have been born inside the dome. So they didn't know anything about him outside. Eventually, Arundel's mother figured out, she saw him around, and she figured out that he was Zeralja's son. But we haven't seen any other Mamuljas around. So it's hard to, like, but I don't know how they procreate, so. I mean, they have to have two because of the way the Dawn servants described it. You had to have one from each side of each of the two different tribes. But so we don't know how, so we only know who Goldjaw's father is. And we've gotten to know him better, but we've still got to we've got to kill Zeralja. The dude is bad news anyway, so.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
Oh, this is funny. And then the other thing that we've possibly found
I've been looking all over for you.
out is the fact that, yeah, the cat, Wuklamat is the Dawn servant. she's the head of reason. Or resolve. Who is this? Oh, it's
Nostalgia, was it?
Nostalgia.
What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
He's got tired of waiting.
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
We couldn't find you.
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us.
Oh, he knows.
Wayakoi is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
We're going to Vanguard.
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take word to the back room as fast as you can.
We haven't even made it to the last zone.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Let's see if you can do it.
Otis, I need you to keep Guloja safe.
You needn't ask.
But so
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Kululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
she blocked or not?
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good. How's the situation in Tulichola?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
Well, depending on what they decide as their defense.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated. I'm coming, Zeralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
I wonder how many souls Zeralja has on him. This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Zeralja here. I know exactly how to do that. Phone light. When speaking several cutscenes, plan seekers recommend set of time specific. Protector and the Destroyer. See, we're not up to 99, so we're not up to the final dungeon in Trials, so... Before we get going, I have a request to make of you. When we confront Zeralja, you must let me face him alone. What? No, that's far too dangerous. Why put you at such risk if we don't have to? We had two priorities. The first is to hold Zeralja within the domain and protect Tulial. The second is to free Wayakoi if she's been captured. To make sure we succeed, we need to play the worthy foe for Zeralja. If I come at him with help, he'll likely lose interest and proceed with his attack on the city. That's why it needs to be a duel. Even if Tulial is better prepared this time, it's true that it would be the best to avoid another battle. And failing that, we might at least weaken Zeralja. They're terrible names. I like Nostalgia, that was probably the best one yet. Rest assured, I'm not going into this without strategy. Our time in the Dome has given us invaluable insight into Alexandrian culture. The use of regulators for one, the secret to Zeralja's strength. Then you mean to? That's right, if I destroy his regulator, he'll be unable to draw upon souls. See how much he wants to duel after that. She realized, oh, that's a good idea. So, will you leave the Sorrel job to me? We believe in you, Lamati. Thank you, Chaos Fire. It's true that this is your fight, and how you choose to handle it, it's your decision. But if we see you struggling, or Zorolja attempts to call upon his minions, we will go to your aid. Hey, fair enough. Knowing you'll be there, I can give it my all. Together with Kona, I'll keep Tulial safe. We still have like one zone, which will be the 99 zone, so... which is the final. I mean, there's still the Zone 6, which will be 99, but I don't know how that's going to play or how that's going to work. Uh-oh. Wayaki... Wayaki... We, or whatever. Nostalgia's twin.
Disappoint me, Uklamat. We are foes, yet you had my admiration for defeating Father and claiming the throne. But instead of coming for me, you gallivant with the resistance. Do I intimidate you?
Nope, we're learning about the people here.
I am here, brother. I did not run nor hide. I have come to kill you. Let her go. Your quarrel is with me.
And will you settle it one-on-one, or call upon all and sundry yet? Not that it would make any difference.
No. Like Papa did, I'll face you alone.
Really? You believe you stand a chance? Have you forgotten how it ended, Father?
I remember you couldn't win without relying on other people's souls. Alone, I may be weak, but so are you.
So be it. Do not regret your decision. Release her.
She's gonna damage the regulator somehow.
I thought I was done for.
You don't.
Oof. What a chicken.
Had you let her die, you could have dealt me a telling blow. Your compassion will be the end of you.
I'm not letting anyone else die. And you will never surpass Papa.
What I have, with these very hands, I slew him.
His body may be gone, but his spirit lives on in us.
The Yokui's delusion is catching, I see.
It's no delusion. Papa's love for Tulihiola gives me strength even now.
See? She is stronger than you, buddy.
Come, let's get this over with. For my people and Sfiends.
How gullible you are! All of this is Fiend's doing. Her objective is to harvest all life outside the barrier. Our interests happen to align, hence our alliance.
Liar!
The King of Resolve speaks the truth. How did she...
She wants to sustain her people, though.
The attack on Taral was no less my desire than Zeralja's.
You said you wanted none of this. It was a farce from the very start.
Yes, I used you.
So it was all just a lie then? What you said about loving your people as family? About wanting to see them smile?
I do this for them. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I deceived you, but I had no choice. If I'm to save my people, I must take the lives of yours.
That's what she believes. The souls.
Behold, Wuklamat, the benevolent Queen's Fiend.
Just transfers into a new endless.
An illusion that orchestrated a massacre.
Endless, or machine, or whatever you are now, you bear the memories of the person you once were. You should still have a heart. When you speak of slaughtering my people, do you feel nothing?
Nothing is dearer to me than my people. It matters not whether they are living or endless. As queen, I will do anything to protect them. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
The thing is,
What
it's
exactly do you seek to do? What
without sacrifice from death. She doesn't want them to die. She doesn't want to accept death. And that's the reason that she's still around. Is her people couldn't accept her death.
You waste your words. There is no turning back. Is this the strength that the love of Tuli Yulal lends you? A weak ruler walks a path of ruin. Tell me, which of us is worthy of their throne?
I already know. It will never be you! As long as you think only of yourself, you'll never be worthy. You'll never surpass Father or me!
Ooh. His regulator is damaged.
You can't rely on souls anymore. It's over.
Don't think you've won yet. Oh no, far from it. Give the order to the fleet. Raise Tuli Yulal to the ground and harvest every last soul! It is over for Tuli Yulal. Your works, your people. people. All will be ash before the day is done.
So you believe.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm not the only Dawn's servant.
He didn't know. He did not know what Kona's been up to.
They're coming!
Well, come on then, you tin bastards.
We've been relaying information to them this whole time.
Know better. I'd say you're enjoying yourself.
I'm Head Sorrow. Nothing gets a hunter's blood pumping like a little danger.
Well now, it seems we have that in common. I haven't felt this alive in a good while.
I mean, we've been relaying to them how they can defeat them this whole time. But apparently, I love Yustola. She's one of the best characters the whole time.
Deliver him a mountain of scrap, and I'm not about to let these hollow men make a liar out of me.
But this whole time we've been relaying back to Yustola and Kona exactly how to defeat the Endless. So...
Hey kid, the ones below are yours. You got it.
Mm.
Wait, what do you mean below?
He's gonna... Stardiver him.
Don't see that every day.
He's the only Dragoon other than the Warrior of Light that's able to utilize that maneuver. Oh look, Thancred came back from vacation.
Hardly sporting, and this despite our best efforts to thin the enemy ranks. While it's not quite what we had planned, I'm glad we chose to remain in Tural.
And there's your Yanje.
Am I? 'Twas an unexpected but welcome opportunity to join in the defense of this realm.
And to his credit, Kona did ask very nicely. Still, it's a pity his brother had to delay our pleasure jaunt. But business always comes first.
And now for Tulial. How did they defend? What preparations did these two do? Oh, they got the Momolja's casters. This time they were ready for him.
Damn it! Come no closer, you bastards!
Hey, it's what's his name? Well, cool, Jaja.
That was a near thing. Are you all right? You
Save your life. Yes, I know. Don't squander it.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to my rescue. Bakul Jaja. Thank you. Ah, still rings odd in my ears. The thank yous.
They did a number with all the names. Yes.
Right. We're not done yet.
There's a sage shield for Ketchum. And firing our lasers.
We're holding our own against their infantry. But what of that monstrosity and its escort? If they start bombarding us with cannon fire, we'll have no means of fighting back.
Worry not. We have a countermeasure.
You have a what? Oh. It's a... Oh, what's... Is that... Vitra? Is it... Vitra, or is that his brother? Oh, it's Vitra. Heck yeah! Made a phone call to Rods.
What in the navigator's name is it doing here?
Tuliyolo has entered into an alliance with Rads at Khan. A wise and timely decision on Valkona's part.
It was Vitra, of course. I wasn't sure if it was Vitra or his Volgar, but he's able to summon dragons as well, lesser dragons. That's amazing.
Tuliyolo shall never forget this debt.
It's the dragon we saved from the 13th.
Without Lamachi. So keep your eyes forward and do what only you can do. Finish this and return home safe and sound.
We still have one more zone to go, though. Yeah, he's the other Dawn servant. Our forces are getting their butts cooked.
The enemy has offered unexpected resistance. We've been forced to withdraw.
Useless. All of you.
Well, you're not fully lost. I mean, Zeralja doesn't care about people.
Your Majesty.
Enough of this! Enough! You swore you wouldn't harm my people.
Out of my way.
I'm gonna take the regulator and replace his broken one. Oh, put it in his pocket. Oh look, she's back.
You gone mad?
When the army fails in its duty, it is the charge of the King of Resolve to clean up its mess. To achieve victory by any means necessary. Zoralja to Everkeep. Initiate Code Blood.
What?
Execute all civilians and commandeer their souls.
No! Damn you! Stop! Please, Father, stop!
Kululcha! I told you not to come!
Kululcha?
You must flee, Kululja! It isn't safe!
I'm not going anywhere! I have to stop my father!
I am not your father.
Let him go!
Using a child as a shield. Have you no shame?
No.
Release him at once, or you shall answer to me!
Pitiful relic. Kneel before your king.
What the heck? What happened?
Otis? What's wrong?
Find me at the top of Everkeep. There, we will determine who is fit to rule.
I must protect them.
He overwrote Otis somehow. Strange. We must hurry back to Everkeep. Zoralja thinks nothing of others' lives. He will kill his own people. Chances are we'll have to face a good part of his army, with Otis among them. Let's take all care. Yeah. Are you ready, Chaosfire? Progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, blah blah blah. Please know that if you enter battles associated with other cliffs, log it out. Progress will be lost. Holy crap! The Endless are just going around shooting everybody. Yeah, but they all have souls. So wouldn't they just resurrect themselves? Ow. Well, yeah, your dad tried to choke the crap out of you, kid.
I have no more use for you. Be gone.
Father, wait! Father! Otis, Hamachi, you have to stop him. You have to.
Well, I'm an expert, but I played the games a lot over the years. I would have stayed down, dude. decently knowledgeable in it.
What have you done? Sveen, can't you order them to stand down?
No, they only respond to...
Resolve holds military authority. I cannot overrule his commands.
If there's something you can do, then do it! Your crimes are beyond forgiveness, but your people are innocent.
Care for your people, then protect them. You won't let Zerolja have his way any longer. Hope you don't mind if I obliterate your army.
I deceived you all, and still... The talk can wait. When you said that you wanted to protect your people, I trust you weren't lying.
She did. She mentioned that the cost of the souls to keep her people alive was more than what the city could bear anymore. And therefore she utilized Zerolja. She tried to use Zerolja to give her more souls so she could continue to keep her people alive. But she did not understand the cost. The bigger thing is she didn't understand the cost fully of what deal she was getting into with Zerolja.
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
A bunch of boulders in the way. She can just redesign the city. Just redesign as a path straight to Zerolja.
Right. Let's deal with these ones first.
Okay. Let me hit him. Okay. Sphene, we need a bridge. He's been power hungry the whole time. Like, he was power hungry, like, back when we first met him. Oh my gosh, you just let the freaking animals loose too? He'll go to any length. I have no souls left if I get killed again. Are you hurt? Something serious. I fell down. I'll be fine. Well, thank you for coming to save us. Such a relief to see Her Majesty is unharmed. We've cleared the way. We're in your debt. We'll try to get safety before more come. Hey. You guys stop moving. Over here. Hey, Kryl, you need some help? I mean, I know you can paint some pictures, but heck, I don't think you can take all those on yourself. And paint a pretty picture for him. Oh, wow, where did that thing come from? Where's the paladin? Oh, Graha. Graha showed up. I was like, where did the paladin come from? No, that's not the way to go. Where is it?
Looks like that does it for this area.
Look, the King's forces are on the move.
Time to get moving.
Civilians on True View.
Well, we can't leave the wounded. Let's divide into 2 groups.
Okay.
Kryl, Raha, please stay here and render aid.
The rest of us will go and kick butt.
We'll go and deal with the machines.
All right.
Oh, it's Otis.
Otis, you've got to wake up.
Otis?
Oh, it is. We need the queen to do that.
If he still remembers me, then perhaps.
We're gonna get Otis onto our side.
Right. He's deactivated. It should be safe to approach.
Otis! No! I remember you, Otis, so please remember yourself. You're a proud knight of Alexandria, a man who lives to serve the kingdom and its subjects.
Red, green, red, green, red, green. I don't know what to do. What the is that? I think that dude's had a little bit too much lightning power.
Stand back, Your Majesty. I am Sir Otis Bologna, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Upon mine honor, you shall harm neither my fair queen nor our citizens.
Your sword needs a little help. It's a little beat up.
Apologies for the trouble I caused. So long as this body holds, I shall fight for you. Tis but a flesh wound.
It's building up energy. Have care.
There. Totally forgot where I'm at in my rotation. Come on, this one's easy. Give me some hard mechanics, dude. Stop.
Let's split up and deal with them.
Holding anything back, are we?
There are more balls than we can beat. What are you doing, Otis? Got 20. Oh, now we got some more.
So many. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, but we can't move.
Not good. At this rate.
Not much left. What is he doing? Oh wow, he's like... What a good little robot, sacrificing Alizé! I'm gonna get you, girl. That was my spot. We don't honestly got anywhere else but the AI program right there. Are you okay, Otis? Otis, are you alright? Are you going to survive?
Otis.
Oh, he gave his all so that we could beat the lightning doggy thing.
Thank you, Lord Captain, for the delicious repast, for everything.
The old units do not have regulators. Their souls cannot be recovered.
Yes, but he understood what his sacrifice meant.
He is gone. The Otis who so valiantly fought for us.
But he understood what the cost was. He understood what he was doing.
Grateful for your help. Would that I had the time to thank you properly. But I'm afraid I cannot linger. There are urgent duties I must perform.
Hey, wait!
She's gonna do something. She's gonna do something about the souls and stuff. And the regulators.
Is everyone all right?
We're fine, but Otis is...
So he's the one who was looking after Galulja.
Thanks to you, Solution 9 has been spared the worst, but the situation on the other levels is grim. We're currently assessing the full extent of the casualties. In the meantime, could you help us treat the wounded?
Sure. I'm not a mage. I'm not a healer. I'm a dragoon. I could be a healer if you need me to be, but holy crap, that was intense. God damn it. What is the Rolljaw trying to achieve by slaughtering his own people? That he's so bent on surpassing Papa is clear. But why this massacre? I don't understand. Right now we can only guess his intent. But his obsession must be strong indeed to endure after 30 years. But now is not the time to ponder such things. The people need our help. Spell speed, direct hit, no thanks. Piety debt, no. Direct hit debt, that's pretty good. 10 debt, we'll take the fish. Am I at 99? I'm only at 98. I can't finish this one unless I hit 99. I've been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria have been spared the fear of death. It's because the device not only resurrects you, but it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague, if not forgotten. To be killed over and over, you can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need care. At this time, the citizens needed their queen to console them, but where has she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, so perhaps she's checking on them. In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught. We ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So while Katri and her crew tend to those physical injuries, let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Chaosfire want to concentrate on True View, the rest of us will see to the other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. So I can accept the quest, but on my Dragoon I can't finish this quest. That sucks. I don't want to keep going. Don't want to stop. Or at least get through to where I can't accept. And then I'll work on getting it fixed for tomorrow. I mean, I could finish it on the other two jobs. I have two other jobs I could do it on, so. It's over. I'm still alive. Ah, thank goodness. Sniffstab. That makes no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Leave us out of your damned war. See, I can get through the 99s. And then I have 100, so I have 100 job that I can utilize. For all the 100 quests. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Safine, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person? That her actual body is elsewhere, in the cloud or some such, and she used special power to appear before us. I'd always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature. And now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. It doesn't matter what she is. Because, I mean, I can push I'll do my Dragoon up to 99. But, oh look, that person's doing the energy drink. Never have I been so scared in my life. I died in an accident before. It was nothing compared to this. To be killed again and again and again. It was a living nightmare, and the King's royal jaw was behind it, you say. Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. Things only of war. Ordered more soldiers to be produced. Now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. Let's see, where was the entrance at? Yeah, usually I've been doing other stuff on top of leveling my character, so that's usually why I don't need the experience outside of the story. But it seems things are somewhat under control. Alzay and the others are still out there. I couldn't help but wonder about Gulja. Hasn't uttered a word. A small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Right as he is, there's no use hiding it. He'd eventually find out, and it'd hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know he isn't alone. We haven't found out the truth about Kukui yet. We haven't seen Aaronville since he found out about his mother.
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
Yes.
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
Yes. He died protecting people. What he wanted to do.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
Yes.
Forget it. I don't care anymore.
That's a terrible way to think.
Listen to me, Gulucha. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tulihyolal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
Still our brother.
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother, like your grandfather did, even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too,
You would have no one.
I'd have no one.
No, you have.
What are you saying, Gulja? Take a look around.
All these people have been caring for you.
You have us, Gulja. All of us. We'll be with you through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Why are you crying, kid? Did this one give me flight in the horizon? So if it gives me flight, I'd rather grab it. You should get some rest, Gulja. You've been through a lot. You do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Can you take Gulja there? I will. Thank you. Okay, I just want to see. I don't remember if this one gave me the Aether Current or not. The things I would say to Zorulja as a mother, but I'd better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you have to take a rest while you can as well. It isn't over yet. Why are you a spinning rainbow cube? You could head bzz, prepare for bzz, otherwise feel free bzz, the back room. Your signal's interrupted. Fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's an old war thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. There's nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while. So, until then... the sideways glance of, I don't fully trust you. No, it wasn't on that one. Damn it. Where's Horizons? Oh, this one has it on there, of course. Well, I'll just pick this one up. And then I'll end. How enough rest have you? And let's round up everyone. This one has the current. See, I want the current, so I want to just go through the quest and get the current. But look, Aaronville's here. During your confrontation with him, Zorulja bade Wuklamak come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevator's been locked down to this state of emergency. We have been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. So, the resistance is hacking the city. Are there any other ways we can get to Zorulja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies ever keeps 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. Well, that's 10 and 11 in the middle. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What is this place? That is Origenics, the factory where souls are separated and refined for use. The process begins at the base, the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. These souls are then transported up the etheric separator where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed within soul cells for distribution. 12 for Fen. They've recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Sorolja intends to strengthen himself with the people's soul, as we strongly suspect, we need to cut off the process, basically. Then the factory will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zorolja, we must make our way through Origenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you're willing to brave the route, we'll back you up the best we can. What say you? I'm in. Goes without saying that we're going. I never had any doubt. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on site, and this body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known that Safine isn't endless, haven't you? They're wearing variations of Crippler's gear. Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matter at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth, and distraction from our efforts to deal with Sorolja. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are sallying forth, we will gather in front of the tower. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. I wonder if Mom's an endless now, too. Alright, well, I want the flying, but so tempting. I really need the flying in order for me to really level my job. I can do it in other areas, but I need to talk to you about. Never mind, it can wait. At least you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tulial informed. Best of luck to you. Like, what the heck? There's a lot of people waiting at the front, waiting for me to walk out. What's going on here? Hey, look. Oh no, it's an idiot trying to be a DJ. I thought that was an actual like NPC. I was like, dang, that's cool. But no, it's someone just doing ninjutsu stuff. But before I go to the quest piece, so I think it's probably just going to open another dungeon. But here's the. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, so that's the whistle for the one thing. But yeah, like you can see down in here in the right corner is a mica head is a little chipmunk, and there's a chipmunk suit that you can also earn. But I think that's a Mika Magicog, so that's a different one than so at one you can buy the chalupa or whatever the thing is. Oh, I can get it right here. It's just easy in and out. Then I can start with Dragoon tomorrow. All present and accounted for? Excellent. We'll make for this summit in one push. This is going to be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparations. Here it is found. Ether complete. The entrance to Orogenics is located at the back of Everkeep. You can reach it by water. Come, we'll head to the pier at the Drift Downs. Nope. We're gonna end there. And pick up tomorrow at this point. Be able to level my Dragoon. How much do I need? 5k? 5.5k. Yeah, that's easy to pick up. I can pick that up pretty easily. Thanks everyone for coming along. This was a lot to take in this story piece. I do have to say, this 98 level story was just, there was so much, especially here in the Alexandria. Some of the names that they were using, Alexandria, Limblune, in fact, like, even if, I bet you, now that I can fly over it, I can look at that zone, and this is the last spot that I have to open on the map too. But I bet you it looks like Final Fantasy IX's the town. In fact, I can tell from here that they took design. They did. So they took design of Alexandria, this area here, from Final Fantasy IX. Like, this looks almost exactly like what you experience when you're going through the town as little monkey boy. That's the tower where you meet the Mughals. Yeah, this is they use FF9. I didn't see it when I first came here, but after the explanation and everything, yeah. So Alexandria, Limblune are both city states within Final Fantasy IX. In fact, they're allies ish. Limblume's handled by Garnet's uncle. Alexandria, Garnet is the ruler for it in the end, but she was adopted into it. But yeah, so those are from Final Fantasy IX. The Levin stuff, that's just kind of separate, them building upon their own story-wise for it. Yeah, those are the pretty cool things. I really liked getting to Solution 9 because, you know, they did a really good job with it. And they kind of hinted to the Arcadian, which is going to be the raid series coming up in, I think it's the end of July. So in a few weeks, the raid series will unlock and those will be out. But yeah, we got the 99 and the 100 quests to go. We're got a couple of the 99s, but most of the 99 and 100 quests to get through. And they will, oh, did I get like, I'm only 4.9 off. But, those two quests, we also have one more zone, which is what we should encounter when we go to, this last zone is where we'll be hitting. So that'll be the last zone that we're about to enter into. We have one dungeon and 2 trials left as well. So when it comes down to stuff that, you know, to be done and everything like that, there's quite a bit left to be done in game and stuff. So, and not even at that, not only do we have all that left in story-wise, but I also have job quests for everybody here, everybody on the list here, to finish off. I got job quests on, you know, all 5 groups here as well to finish off. So there's still quite a bit to do. I'm gonna also be doing fate farming and stuff. Luckily, I don't have as much fate farming to do. This one's complete. That one's got 36 left on it. That one's got 10 plus the 40-50 on there. One's got 3 plus the 40, so 43 left on there. This one's got 16 plus the 40, 56. And this will be a full zone, which is 6 plus 20 plus 40, 66. So this is a full zone. But you have to be like, this is, you know, end level stuff. But, yeah. So there's quite a bit for me to do and stuff. So I'll be doing this. But hopefully by the end of this week, we'll be able to get out of the main story. And kind of, I can do more of the side content on video. Like, especially like, you know, the role quests I've already been doing on video, so I'll have, you know, those will already be on video. I'll have the extremes 1 and 2 also coming up. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do those and stuff. So, but there's also 2 extremes that are already released out. And we already know one is the Bird Boy. And the other one I don't know what it is because I haven't fought the second trial yet. So, but yeah. But thanks everyone for coming along and for joining me in this. And